hope everyone is ready because I do not want the disastrous performance of your seniors here who just did not attend the class and got zero. Okay, I can only see 20 of you present here. Looks like a lot of people are going to get zero today. I'll just wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start. You will do presentation and after the presentation I'll take your oral test. And yes, one more thing as a reminder. I will need your cameras on for the oral test. And if you have a faulty camera, you will write an application, send it to me with your parent's signature that your camera is not working. I need to look you in the eye while I'm taking the oral questions. Again, there are a lot of you who are not present, so just do me a favor and tell whoever is not present that they have been given zero if their no roll number comes. Okay, let's start with roll number 24. Who is roll number 24? Do you guys know this or do I need to take out my list?
Ma'am,
Yes,
ma'am
just
Ritika.
give me 1 second. I will cross check क्योंकि हो सकता है तुम लोगों के रोल नंबर चेंज हो गए हों. Well, I have a list जिसमें साजिद का भी नाम है, but I will be using that list जब उसका रोल नंबर आएगा साजिद और शुभ का, so we will just skip them over. Okay. So which roll number did I say? 24. So according to this list, roll number 24 is Ratika. Yes, Ratika. Go ahead.
Ma'am, there is an error. Ma'am, ma'am,
What
can
is
you
the
give me a
error?
second?
Fine, I'm waiting.
मैम उसमें एरर आ रहा है.
Yes, what is the error?
Ma'am, it is saying can't share your screen. Sorry, an error has occurred when screen sharing.
Restart your device and come back.
Yes, ma'am.
In the meantime, let's move ahead. Roll number 28, and according to the list, that will be सुदीप धाकर जो ऑलरेडी क्लास में आता नहीं है ठीक है रोल नंबर 9 हेमंत is Hemant present in the meeting? So Hemant is also not present. He'll be given 0. Roll number 1. Who is 1 in this class? Aditi Jain. Go ahead. Aditi Jain, is she in the meeting or is she also absent?
Ma'am, she is in the meeting.
So Aditi Jain, would you like to answer for yourself?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, start your presentation.
Ma'am, is screen is shared.
Let me see.
Electoral politics. Members of Lok Sabha or the lower house of India Parliament are elected, being voted upon by all adult citizens of India
Aditi,
from
you
a
have
set of
logged in using 2 devices. एक डिवाइस बंद करो. The devices will echo off each other. It's very disturbing. जो भी तुमने दूसरा डिवाइस चालू किया है अगर लैपटॉप से प्रेजेंट कर रहे हो तो लैपटॉप से ही पूरा प्रेजेंट करो. You cannot use 2 devices at once.
ma'am 1 minute.
Okay.
Ma'am, is it presenting?
Yes, it is presenting.
Electoral politics. Election system. Members of Lok Sabha or the lower house of India's parliament are elected by being voted upon by all adult citizens of India from a set of candidates who stand in their respective constituencies. Elections take place once in 5 years to elect 545 members for the Lok Sabha. Introduction about electoral process in India. Electoral process in India takes at least a month for the state assembly election with a duration increasing further for the general elections. Publishing of electoral rolls is a key process that happens before the elections and is vital for the conduct of election in India. The Indian Constitution sets a eligibility of an individual for voting. Any person who is a citizen of India and above 18 years of age is eligible to hold as a voter in the electoral rolls. It is the responsibility of the eligible voters to ensure their names, normally voter registrations, and are allowed latest 1 week prior to the last date for nomination of candidate. Stages of an election in India. Electoral constituencies. First of all the whole country is divided into different areas for purpose of elections. These are called electoral constitutions. The voters who live in an area elect the one representative. Voters list. Once the constituencies are decided, the next step is to decide who can and who cannot vote. This decision cannot be left to anyone uh, till the last day. In a democratic election, the list of those who are eligible to vote is prepared much before the election and given to everyone. Nomination of candidates. Every person who wishes to contest an election has to fill a nomination form by the due date, which the election commission fixes. Every candidate has to give some money as security deposit along with nomination form. Election campaign. Election campaigns take place for the 2 week period between the announcement of the final list of candidates and the last of polling. During this period, the candidate contact their voters, political leaders, address election meeting, and political parties mobilize their supporters. Polling. The final stage of election is the day when the voters cast or poll their votes. The duty is usually called the election day. Every person whose name is on the voters list can go to nearby polling booth. Once the voter goes inside the booth, the election officials identify him or her, put a mark on his or her finger, allow him or her to cast his or her vote. There are electronic voting machines which are used to record votes. Counting of votes. The machine shows the name of the candidates and the party symbols. What the voter has to do is to process the button against the name of the candidate he or she wants to give his or her vote. Once the polling is over, all the EVMs are sealed and taken to a secure place. A few days later, on a fixed date, all the EVMs from a constituency are opened and the votes secured by each candidate are counted. The candidate who secured the highest number of votes from a constituency is declared elected. Why do we need elections? Elections are a democratic way to selecting representatives. They ensure that the representatives rule as per the wishes of the people. Elections help voters to choose representatives who will make laws for them, form the government, and take major decisions. The voters can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and lawmaking. Thus, election is a mechanism by which people can choose their representative at regular intervals and change them if they wish to. What makes election in India democratic? In India, every citizen, irrespective of their caste, class, religion, and sex, have been provided with universal adult franchise or equal right to vote. Elections in India, held at regular intervals, and political leaders and parties accept the peaceful transfer of power from one party to another at the demand of the voters. Election in India allows citizens and political groups to contest polls smoothly and impartially. Voters in India choose their representative from different political parties as they have full liberty of choosing their representatives. Challenges to free and fair elections. Candidates and parties with a lot of money may not be sure of their victory, but they do enjoy a big and unfair advantage over smaller parties and independents. In some parts of the country, candidates with criminal connection have been to secure a ticket from major parties. Some families tend to dominate the political parties. Tickets are distributed to relatives from these families. Very often, elections offer little choice to order citizens as both the major parties are similar to each other in their policies and practices. Smaller parties and independent candidates suffer a huge disadvantage as compared to the bigger parties. It's quiz time. Which of these is not a feature of Indian democracy? India has the largest number of voters in the world. India's commission is very powerful. In India, everyone above the age of 18 has a right to vote. In India, the losing parties refuse to accept the electoral verdict. Anyone can answer. Any
Can I?
guesses? Yeah,
Can
anyone can answer.
option A.
Wrong answer.
Option C.
Option D.
Option D.
Correct answer.
Option D.
Thank you.
Okay, yes, on your camera and let's begin your oral test.
Ma'am, it is not switched on.
Then write an application to why it is not working and get it signed by your parents and send it to me.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक है. All right. First question. Is there any age limit on which you can contest an election?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that age limit?
Ma'am, 21.
Okay. Next question. If my name is not on the electoral roll, do I get to vote in the elections even
No.
after that?
Ma'am, if your name is not that, you will not allowed to elect.
Can my name be included in two separate electoral rolls?
Ma'am, please repeat.
Can my name be included in two separate electoral roll?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any common name for electoral roll that people generally use?
No, ma'am.
अच्छा तो what is voter list?
Yes, ma'am. Voter list. Um,
Do do I have to be part of a political party to contest in elections?
ma'am, please repeat, ma'am. Your voice is breaking.
Okay, I'll repeat myself. Do I have to be part of a political party to contest in elections?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move a little ahead of this particular chapter. How many fundamental rights are there which have been guaranteed to us by the Constitution?
Ma'am, 6.
Okay, and name any three ideals of our Constitution.
Ma'am, please repeat.
Name any three ideals which helped shape our Constitution.
Uh, Ma'am, liberty, equality,
Mhm.
and human dignity or justice.
Okay, okay. And let's move a little far away from this. Tell me, is Sikkim a part of Seven Sisters? Sikkim, the state, is it counted as the part of Seven Sisters of Northeastern states?
No, ma'am.
Is Goa a state or a union territory?
Ma'am, state.
Okay. And name any one state where I can find tropical evergreen forest.
Tropical evergreen forest.
Any state or any UT.
Ma'am, Assam.
Okay, I think that is good enough for right now. I think we can conduct one more of these. Let's generate another. ओह सुमित वेरी वेलकम टू द क्लास. तुम सिर्फ पीरियोडिक के टाइम पर क्लास में आते हो क्या? तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए तुम बहुत सारी जगह जीरो पा चुके हो. इन केस अगर तुम्हें किसी ने नहीं बताया तो इट विल बी रोल नंबर 29. ओ माय गॉड, दिस बॉय इज गोइंग प्लेसेस. इफ यू कैन सी इट हैज बीन ऑटोमेटिकली जनरेटेड. इतनी अच्छी किस्मत किसकी होती है? यस, गो अहेड विद योर प्रेजेंटेशन. He left the meeting as well. Let's hope if he comes back in time, then he will get a chance to present. Otherwise, it's a zero for him as well. PC किस किस को जीरो दिया है? आज एक हेमंत को दिया है. And, ठीक है, let's move ahead. Next one. Roll number 27. Who is 27 here? Sham Meena. Yes. Go ahead, Sham. सॉरी तो ठीक है, पर किस चीज के लिए सॉरी बोल रहे हैं आप? तैयारी नहीं है या प्रेजेंटेशन नहीं कर सकते? पहले तो माइक अनम्यूट करके मुझसे बात करो.
यस मैम.
यस, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम? क्या हुआ?
मैम वो अभी प्रेजेंटेशन है ना मैम, अभी ठीक से हुआ नहीं है मैम.
बेटा मतलब मुझे एक चीज ये बताओ कि क्या तुम लोग एग्जाम हॉल के बाहर से घर वापस चले जाते हो क्योंकि तुम्हारी तैयारी पूरी नहीं है?
नो मैम.
तो ये तो एग्जाम हो रहा है ना, ये तुम्हारा पीरियोडिक हो रहा है. ये ऐसा तो है नहीं कि मैंने तुम लोगों को कोई टाइम पास एक्टिविटी दी है. इफ यू आर नॉट रेडी, सिंपल एज दैट, मैं तुम्हें एब्सेंट
मैम
काउंट करूंगी.
मैम
जीरो, बात
मैम
खत्म.
मैम मैम मेरे को मेरा टॉपिक ही नहीं पता है मैम.
वाह, तुम्हें तुम्हारा टॉपिक ही नहीं पता है? तो बेटा ये मैं तुम्हें क्या
मैम
घर पे आके बताऊंगी कि तुम्हारा टॉपिक ये
मैम
है?
मैम मैं 6-7 डेज से मैं वो ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अटेंड नहीं कर पा रहा था.
बेटा आप ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अटेंड नहीं कर पा रहे थे, लेकिन आपकी सारी ऑनलाइन क्लासेस अपलोड होती हैं. आपके पास वीडियो के लिंक भेजे जाते हैं. आपके आई होप कोई तो दोस्त होगा जिससे आप बात करते हैं. और ये जो प्रेजेंटेशन के टॉपिक्स बटे हैं, ये 10 दिन से भी बहुत पहले से बटे हुए हैं. और तुमने भी इसमें, तुम्हारे नाम पे टॉपिक अलॉटेड है इसमें ऑलरेडी.
मैम मेरे को याद ही नहीं है मैम इसके बारे में.
तो
सॉरी
बेटा
मैम.
मुझे ये बताओ, अगर तुम्हें ये याद नहीं होगा कि तुम्हें क्या करना है, तो मैं तुम्हें किस बेसिस पर नंबर दूंगी?
सॉरी मैम.
बाकी सब लोग बेवकूफ बैठे हैं जो इतनी मेहनत करके तैयारी कर रहे हैं. इट विल बी अनफेयर टू एवरीवन. इफ यू वांट टू प्रेजेंट, यू हैव टू प्रेजेंट टुडे, अदरवाइज आई एम गिविंग यू जीरो. एंड ऑफ डिस्कशन.
मैम मैम क्या आप मेरे को टॉपिक बता सकते हो?
टॉपिक मैं बिल्कुल बता सकती हूँ, लेकिन तुम प्रेजेंट नहीं करोगे तो मैं तुम्हें मार्क्स नहीं दूंगी. योर टॉपिक इज फैक्टर्स टू इन्फ्लुएंस क्वालिटी ऑफ पॉपुलेशन. इट इज
फैक्टर.
फ्रॉम द चैप्टर Factor to
Ma'am,
influence quality of population. Factors
influence
that,
to
sorry, factors that influence the quality of population. It has been from people as a resource. और मुझे ना, मुझे सीरियसली समझ में नहीं आ रहा है कि ये क्लास क्या चाहती है। तुम लोगों को अच्छा लगेगा क्या तुम्हारे रिपोर्ट कार्ड में जीरो लिख के घर पे जाएगा तो?
no ma'am.
जीरो ही जाएगा जिस हिसाब से तुम लोग बिहेव कर रहे हो। मैं तो जीरो भेजूंगी और मैं जस्टिफाई भी कर सकती हूँ। आई एम रिकॉर्डिंग एवरी क्लास।
Sorry ma'am.
सॉरी का मैं क्या करूंगी? आई कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग विद सॉरी ना। मुझे तो इवैल्यूएशन देना है। अगर तुम मुझे एग्जाम में पार्टिसिपेट नहीं करोगे, आई विल नॉट एक्सेप्ट योर अपॉलजीज फॉर दैट। आई विल ओनली एडमिट सम टेक्निकल एरर, और वो भी तुम्हें नेक्स्ट क्लास में प्रेजेंट करना पड़ सकता है। आई डोंट नो व्हाट टू डू विथ यू। फॉर नाउ आई एम गिविंग यू जीरो। नेक्स्ट,
Yes ma'am.
रोल नंबर 4।
Yes, ma'am. Om Shri Saranam. Social science. Topic: Events of French Revolution. Major events of French Revolution: the tennis court oath, storming of the Bastille, abolition of feudalism, declaration of rights of men and the citizen, women's march on Versailles, royal fight to Versailles,
आराम
execution
से,
of
आराम से। लेट मी एटलीस्ट सी व्हाट यू हैव रिटन। थोड़ा सा आराम से चलो। यस,
yes, ma'am.
कंटिन्यू।
Execution of King Louis XVI, the region of territory, cups of 18 Brahmin, French Revolutionary War, the tennis court oath. The tennis court oath French do prevent the act of defense by discussion of the noblest class.
But I cannot hear you. Your mic has strayed away. Your voice is not audible.
Ma'am, now
Yes, it's audible now.
classes of French nation during the meeting of the states generally at the beginning of the French Revolution. Storming of Bastille on 14 July 1789, a state prison on the east side of Paris known as Bristol was attacked by an angry and SS mobs. The prison had become the symbol of the marchable direction rule, and the events became one of the death movement in the revolution that followed. Abolition of feudalism. One of the center events of French Revolution was to abolition feudalism and the old rules, tax, and privilege left over from the age of feudalism. The Nation Constitution Assembly Act on the night of 4th August 1789 announced the Nation Assembly abolished the feudal system entirely. It abolished both the scanty right and second estate and the tithe get by the first state. The old judicial system found on 13th region pyramid was substance in November 1789 and finally abolished in 1790. Declaration of Right of Man and of the Citizen. The Declaration of Right of Man of the Citizen set up French Nation Constitution Assembly in 1789 is a human civil right document from French Revolution. The declaration was already drafted by the Abim Size and the Moscow be related in constitution with the Thomas Jefferson's. Women's March on Versailles. Women's March on Versailles was an important event at the start of French Revolution. It gave the revolutionary confidence in the power of people over the kings. In 1789, French, the main food of commerce, was bread. The poor French economies has led to scarcity of bread and higher price. Royal fight to Varnes. The royal fight to Varnes during the night of 2021 June 1791 was a significant episode in the French Revolution in which Louis XVI of France, his Queen Marie Antoinette, and their immediate family unsuccessfully attempted the escape from Paris in order to initiate a country revolution. Execution of King Louis XVI. The execution of King Louis XVI by guillotine, a major event of French Revolution, took place on 21st January 1793 at the Peace Day Revolution in the Paris. The region of territory. The region of territory, or a simple territory, was the period of about 11th month during the French Revolution. During this time, French people who did not support French were executed at the guillotine, and the region of territory was start on 5 September 1793. Robbins was one of the last by guillotine. Cups of 18 Brahmin, cups of 1819 Brahmin cups that overthrew the system of government under the direction in French and subordinate the constable make the way for the deposition of Napoleon Bonaparte. The event is often viewed as the effect end of the French Revolution. French Revolutionary War. The French Revolutionary War were series of sweeping military conflicts lasting from 1792 until 1802. The resulting from the French Revolution, they are divided in two periods: the War of the First Colonnade and the War of Second Colonnade. Thank you, and Saram by Akshita Meena.
मैम आपका माइक ऑफ है.
Thanks a lot. I've been speaking for a really long time. Thanks. Yes. Akshita, your oral test is pending. Just switch on your mic, switch on your camera. Okay, fine. All right. So I have some questions. I'll start with that. Why did the French people storm Bastille?
Ma'am,
Or the
because it is a symbol of king's power,
very
and they
good.
think. Oh, sorry, ma'am.
Okay, okay, no, no, it's okay. And next, who brought the reign of terror?
Ma'am, sorry, I don't know.
Okay. And who benefited the most from French Revolution?
Ma'am, third state.
Third estate. All right. And did they kill the King Louis the 16th immediately after the revolution?
No, ma'am.
Okay, good. And let me think of something else. Events. Was American War of Independence before French Revolution or after French Revolution?
Ma'am, after French Revolution. No, ma'am, before French Revolution.
It was before French Revolution. Okay, so name any writer who inspired the ideas of French Revolution. Anyone.
मैम आई नॉट नो करेक्टली बट मैम डी डेल मैम ऐसी कुछ नाम था मैम समझ में मुझे स्पेलिंग का मैम थोड़ा
ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. Okay, then let's move ahead a little from history because I need to save some questions for other people. There are a lot of history presentations. All right. Give me an example of physical capital.
Ma'am, physical capital. Ma'am, like, ma'am, I'm sorry. नहीं.
Try it, try it. I think you know, but you are just not confident enough. Just try once. Give me the incorrect answer, it's all right.
Ma'am, physical capitals are, ma'am,
Just any example you can think of. It can be incorrect, there is nothing to lose.
like factories,
Can you please repeat that?
factories, or ma'am, just ma'am, इस चीज को बनाने वाली फैक्ट्री जैसे मैम कार
You
वगैरह
mean
मैम.
you mean the building?
नो मैम.
Okay, okay, relax, relax, relax. Okay. Mhm. Find something else. Who was the chairman of drafting committee of Indian Constitution? You know this answer. You know this answer. I know you know this answer. Drafting committee.
मैम याद तो था मैम, बट मैम अभी याद ही नहीं आ रहा मैम.
कोई बात नहीं, relax, relax. Okay. Which is the state that receives the highest rainfall?
मैम हाईएस्ट. मैम आसाम.
Okay. And what is the capital city of Gujarat?
मैम सूरत.
एक बार और सोचो.
गुजरात. गुजरात. गांधीनगर.
And which is the city from which the Indian Standard Meridian passes from?
मैम
एक पर्टिकुलर सिटी है जहाँ से इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड मेरिडियन पास होती है. सॉरी, इंडियन स्टैंडर्ड टाइम का जो मेरिडियन है वो पास होता है.
मैम आंध्र प्रदेश.
एक पर्टिकुलर सिटी है जहाँ से हमने स्पेशली उसे ले रखा है, वो आपकी बुक में मेंशन्ड है. इट्स अ सिटी इन यूपी.
मैम लखनऊ.
एक बार और सोचो.
और सॉरी नहीं पता.
चलो कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है. सो दिस विल कंक्लूड टुडेज क्लास. नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम इसी एक्टिविटी को कंटिन्यू करेंगे. दिस वाज okayish because a lot of you did not participate. So thank you and Saira.
सारा मैम.
Sara
Saira
ma'am,
ma'am.
thank you ma'am.
Myra ma'am.